Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you're all staying safe and staying healthy. I personally am doing quite fantastic for myself. I am very pleased. Everything's been going pretty good well, overall. It's been very fantastic these past couple of days. Um, I do live in Texas, so I did go through that snowstorm about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And funnily enough, because I had the snowstorm, it took me a while to get the freezing chain structure deck. Pretty ironic, but I was finally able to get it in. The local card shop where I usually go to, they had their shipment delayed, so it took them a while to get these in, as well as some, Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight sleeves, and I also got the card case to go with it. I'm just collecting these. I don't plan on using it anytime soon. But because of that, yeah, it took a while, and that's why I took quite a bit to upload the video. I was able to get it today, thankfully. So this is where we are going to open. And of course, we have our co-host, Slifer the Sky Dragon. He dressed up nicely, so he has a new artwork. I love Slifer. Oh yeah, and also I have heard of the new Egyptian god decks, and yeah, believe me, I will be picking up Slifer's box as well as obelisks, but I'm more interested in Slifer. Also, before I do open this up, I do want to say this will be most likely my last video of the channel. And if you want to know exactly why, just wait to the end of the video and I'll go ahead and explain it. If you're not interested in that and you're just grateful for something, I don't know. If you don't care, then by all means, thank you all for giving the channel a shot. I'm just gonna stop making videos for now. It's not like I've given up on YouTube or anything. I just wanna stop for a little while, and I'll explain more further in detail at the end of the video. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and open this, and yes, I did pick up one for myself so I can collect it, because this one I will be opening. And of course, you could just see the list right there if you like, but we're gonna open it up anyway. I find it ironic that because of the snowstorm that we had not too long ago, I was not able to get the Freezing Chains structure deck, but it is what it is. Alright. So at this point, I'm not going to worry about opening up the box in a pretty way. I'm just going to dig into it. Okay. Here we have the playmat, of course, that comes in every structure deck, because Konami thinks it's something that we want. So there you go. It does look pretty nice. Pretty awesome. For people who like ice or the water elements. Pretty neat. And I'm sure they have a strategy guide. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I bumped the camera. Yep. There's a strategy guide here for the structure deck. I've been watching many videos involving this deck. And yes, I am very aware that it is not viable. If it's viable, it's not because of the cards that come in the deck. You would have to make it viable. But there you go. That is the playmat. Right next to the strategy guide. Let's get to the cards. Where'd I put it? Oh, there you go. Like, where'd I put it? I literally had it here. Let me put this over here. And here we have Revealer of the Ice Barrier. Let me open this up quick. Last time it took me a while to find the tab, but I was able to find it right here now. I guess that didn't open completely. All right. So yeah, it's definitely a deck that not that many people are too enthusiastic about. So here we go. Revealer of the Ice Barrier. Cool. Ultra rares are my favorite rarity in Yu-Gi-Oh. Speaker of the Ice Barriers. Wait, there you are. Okay. Yeah, speaker for the Ice Barriers. Cute little girl, along with her pet fox. Neat. Zuijin of the Ice Barrier. Neat. Wins over the Ice Barrier. Yes, I was saying, this deck is definitely not that great, but I'm sure there are people who are extremely excited to see reprints or just straight up support for a node archetype. Trishula, Zero Dragon of the Ice Barrier, one of the main worthwhile cards in the entire deck. Trishula, Zero Dragon. Deloran, Tiger King of the Ice Barrier. Brionic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Cool. Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. And the original Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Now, okay, so those were all of the ultra rares. Now we have the commons. General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. Pretty neat. Hey, the little guy. Hexa Spirit of the Ice Barrier. I remember him having an actual name. I don't know why they didn't stick with the name. But it's alright. He's still adorable. Blizzed, Defender of the Ice Barrier. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, draw one card. Interesting. Well, to be honest, not interesting at all. Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier. Okay. Prior of the Ice Barrier. I will say that the artwork is definitely very catching. If I were to play D&D and I would want an avatar for my character, I would choose something like this. Like this one. Maybe not this one. Warlock of the Ice Barrier. Okay. Spellbreaker of the Ice Barrier. A lot of Ice Barrier cards. Cool. Strategist of the Ice Barrier. Okay. Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier. Nice. Okay. Daisojo of the Ice Barrier. Like I said, yeah, so artwork like this is what I would maybe use for different purposes. General Ryo of the Ice Barrier. Cool. Medium of the Ice Barrier. Ooh, level 7 card. If your opponent controls 4 more cards than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap per turn. Sort of a floodgate. General Gantala of the Ice Barrier. Okay. General Grunard of the Ice Barrier. Neat. And now we get to, I guess, less interesting cards. Here we have a vanilla. Genex controller. Interesting picture. Genex Undyne. Almost everyone knows what this one does. Okay. Aqua Spirit. OG card. I used to have this card when it first came out. Those were good times. I never could figure out how to use it properly. I didn't understand summoning so much. Like, I got the card and I'm like, okay, so what do I do now? How do I get it onto the field? I didn't know. I didn't understand banishing so much. I thought banishing literally meant taking the card and put it in a pocket and never using it again in that duel. And they're like, no, that's not what you do at all. I'm like, sorry. Dupe Frog. At least I have my own copy now. Duped. Ronin Totem. Good classic. Well, not classic, but it's a good long ago kind of card. Fishboard launcher. Silly artwork. Okay, now to the people who love to trash on others who can't pronounce names. Molinglacia, the Elemental Lord. Cool. It does look awesome. It looks like a worm. I guess it is a sea serpent, but Silent Angler. I heard good things about this one. Though you can't special summon from your hand for the rest of the turn. So this looks like this is something that you do at the end. Interesting. Freezing Chains of the Ice Barrier. Now we get to the spells. Cool. Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier. Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Add 1 Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. It's essentially a I forgot the name of the card. It's a shoot. It's a Rhoda for Ice Barriers. Mirror of the Ice Barrier. Okay. Salvage. Cool. Oh, I was gonna say there's 2 of them. No, this one is Surface. Oh, okay. Where art thou? Okay. A Pointer of the Red Lotus. Cool. This is the only copy I'll probably ever have. Because the other one, there's only 1 other printing. And it costs more than what I make in a year. Yeah, I'm just exaggerating. Okay. Pointer of the Red Lotus. Nice. Fiendish Chain. I like this card. Though at this point it's not that big of a deal anymore. But good to have. Icebond. I do have an original copy of this one. Mind Drain. Activate this card by paying 1,000 life points. Neither player can activate the effects of monsters in the hand. Yeah, that's no more hand traps. Heavy Storm Duster. I actually like this card a lot. It's a Twin Twister, but it is slower. However, you don't need to discard anything. You do have to. You can activate your battle phase, of course, but for my situation, for the deck that I'm playing, I really don't need to attack as soon as possible. Crackdown. Okay. Terror of Trishula. There you go. And yeah, that was the last card. Now we just got. Now we just have promotional cards here. But that is it for the. What is it? The Freezing Chain structure deck. I'm honestly not that big of a fan of water cards, water decks. It's nothing against them. I just prefer fire. Fire is my go-to kind of element. But that is the entire deck. Okay, so if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. This will be the final video of this channel. I would like to continue doing these, but I'll explain in a bit why I'm stopping. If you don't care and you just came for the cards, thank you so much for watching, and you all stay safe. Now, if you're wondering why I'm gonna stop making the videos, it's nothing critical. It's nothing personal. Nothing has happened to me. I'm okay. I'm not depressed. I don't have issues with family members or anything. I just don't want to continue making videos in a platform that's already essentially saturated with these kind of videos. You have channels like Simo. You have I can't believe I'm blanking on the names right now. But yeah, you have channels like that, like Simo, Deceive. I'm trying to think of more right now. Cyber Knight, Hard Leg Gaming, MBT. You know, all those channels. You have Simply Unlucky. Yeah, you get the point. There's already so many channels that are doing these things. And there's also other smaller channels that are probably getting their bearings and they're starting up already. And I know the correct attitude to have is to do it anyway, and you'll get that audience after you keep persevering, and that's fine. I have nothing against that. However, I feel like I want to go somewhere else where it's not as saturated, where there is actually no content involving Yu-Gi-Oh. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to stop making videos altogether. I'm just going to stop making videos on YouTube because that's where the market, I don't want to call it a market, the community. That's where the Yu-Gi-Oh community already has a good saturation of, this kind of material, this kind of product, content, where you could just go to any of these channels that are already well versed in Yu-Gi-Oh, and you can listen to them, get all the information you need, and you're good to go. I'm essentially doing the same thing, but I'm not as good as them, nor am I as well versed as them. They know a lot more than I do. So I want to go somewhere else, to another platform that actually has this sort of there's no other. I wouldn't say there's no other Yu-Gi-Oh content, but where there's not as much Yu-Gi-Oh content, and it's easier for me to reach out to people who probably want to continue watching this kind of content, just not on YouTube. So what I have planned is to move over to BitChute. That's where I'm gonna be for a while. Like I said, I want to keep making videos. It's just that I kind of don't see myself growing so much in YouTube. And I have nothing against YouTube, nothing against, yeah, just nothing against anyone. It's just my personal choice to move to another place that's not as saturated and where I may be able to where I can actually make a difference. And that's all really I wanted to do. It's, as I said, nothing serious. It's just me wanting to go where it's not that crowded. And that's really my only reason. I love making these videos. It's fun to open cards like this. And I do want to continue making content where I open more random product from Konami. Like actual booster packs. I know a couple of videos ago I said I wasn't going to do the booster box openings anymore because the main purpose of this channel was to document and to archive the list of cards that always come in a set. However, that's going to be very, very costly when it comes to booster boxes because you won't always get everything in the first box. You'll need to buy more than one, at least two or at least three, to most likely get all of the cards in the set. And that's a bit too expensive for my taste. So that's why I decided to stick to more certain, how would you say, more guaranteed product, like, well, like right here, like structured decks, because in a structured deck you always get the same cards no matter what you get, no matter where you go and buy it. The only exception that was recently made was from the Spirit Charmers, where actually every deck has a different kind of card, and they also have different artwork. So, I mean, that would be an exception because it's not like you're going to buy 1,000 of these because there's so many cards that you'll most likely not get all of them. There's only maybe 2 or 3 differences, or I think 4 differences in, these different cards, different structure decks. So, because of that, the structure decks would have been one of the few exceptions. Anyways, I think I'm already going off the main point. Main point is I'm gonna keep making YouTube videos, stuff like this, and I will still open more products from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I just love the game so much, and it's not like I'm gonna give up anytime soon. What I'm gonna do is link in the description to a channel that I'll make on BitChute. I'm also gonna look for other video websites. If there's any other platform that you guys recommend, I can check it out. It's not like I'm losing anything by doing this. I just want to go somewhere else that's more likely to reach people that doesn't have access to this already, because everyone can go on YouTube and they'll easily find any Yu-Gi-Oh video that they're looking for. However, yeah, and they all know so much more than I do, but I want to sort of have a fresh start somewhere where there's not that much of this kind of content. Maybe I can, spread a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh culture into those places. But yeah, that's I think I've spoken enough already. That was my main reason to stop here on YouTube. I'll stick around. It's not like I'm gonna quit YouTube altogether. I'm just gonna not make videos anymore. And I do have another channel which is just called Project Vulcan. That one is my main channel where I just upload like Warframe videos. I may do the same thing for that channel, where I go to another platform, but that's beside the point. Anyways, yeah. So this is going to be it's going to be my last video. I'm sorry for the stuttering, and thank you all so much for watching. I know some people subscribed. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that in the future I can create better content than what I'm making right now. It's that's the goal that I have. And at this point, I don't know what else to say other than thank you all so much for watching. May you all stay safe. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you soon.